Hello everybody and welcome to the guide to buying your first Rolex. My name is Lee Scott, I'm the founder of Vulcan Watch Straps, and today we're going to guide you through everything you need to know to buying that first Rolex watch. So before we go any further, if you could just smash that subscribe button, and if you're feeling really generous, hit the notification icon too. That will inform you whenever we upload new videos. We upload new videos every Saturday covering all things from the watch industry, from news, reviews, interviews and guides just like this one. So smash that subscribe button, smash the notification icon, and if you love this video, give it a big thumbs up. As we're all watch fans, I'll let you know which watch I'm wearing for this video. Today it's a Rolex GMT Master 2 with the sunset orange Vulcan watch strap and the polished black ceramic buckle. Those are available at vulcanwatchstraps.com. But let's get into your guide to buying your first Rolex. So the first thing you need to consider when buying a Rolex is the budget. Yeah, that's right, you need to set a budget for what you can afford to pay for a Rolex. Rolexes vary quite a lot in price, and they can go from anything from £3,000 to vintage models worth millions of pounds. We recently did an article on the most expensive Rolex ever sold, which was $17 million at auction. Now I know anybody watching this video is not going to be in the market for a multi-million-pound Rolex, so we'll stick with the more sensible models, which are in the price range of around, well, under £10,000, so anything from £3,000 to £10,000. That will cover all your basic Submariners, all your basic GMTs, your Explorer, your Explorer 2, and your Daytonas just. Daytonas retail at about £9,550 from an authorised dealer, so they're just under the £10,000 mark. The stainless steel models are all the most popular, so I would advise you to set a budget between sort of £5,000 and £10,000 will get you a really good Rolex. But obviously you need to decide what your budget is, decide how much money you're willing to spend on a Rolex before you start considering what model you're going to be looking at, and before you even step foot into an authorised dealer or an authorised Rolex jewellery shop. So the next thing we need to get into is box and papers. You may have heard people referring to box and papers, and not to insult anybody's intelligence, but I will explain what box and papers means. It basically means when you're buying second-hand watches, second-hand Rolexes for example, it means the box, the original manufacturer's box that the watch came in, that is your box, obviously. And papers means the warranty card and all the documentation you got with that watch when you first bought it. So the complete package would be the Rolex with box and papers. That is the most valuable Rolex. Those are the Rolexes that you really want to be looking for on the second-hand market. I wouldn't advise buying Rolexes without papers. Without the box that did have the papers is okay. You can probably get away with that, because you can pick up second-hand boxes for about £100 to £200, depending on which boxes they are and how good condition they're in. But I would recommend that you do buy any second-hand Rolexes with box and papers. The next thing you need to consider is whether you want to buy new or you're going to buy second-hand. Now there's a few things to consider if you want to buy new or you want to buy second-hand. If you're going to buy new, you need to consider what model you're looking at getting. Obviously there's a big shortage on the stainless steel models, so there's a huge waiting list on any stainless steel models from any authorised dealer. So that's buying brand new. You're going to be on the waiting list for 2, 3, 4 years for some models. So do you want to wait that long? Or you can go onto the second-hand market and you can get a saving on some watches, but the really popular watches like the stainless steel sports models, they're just all going for a premium at the minute. Massive premium on all them watches, so buying them second hand, it's a playoff really between a waiting time or paying a premium. So do you want that watch now to pay a premium? If you do, if it's a watch you want, you can't wait for it, you can buy it second hand and pay a premium on that. That could be anything up to 50% on top of the retail value. Or do you wait for the watch, get it at retail value, but you may have to wait 2 or 3 years for that, and you may even have to have a special relationship with your authorised dealer to even get on that waiting list. But if you're looking for something maybe less popular, such as the Date Just or some bimetallic models, which is the stainless steel with the gold parts on the strap. So the bimetallic models, they're often quite available in all sorts of authorised dealers all around the world. So you need to consider really which model you're looking at. Are you prepared to wait for it, or are you prepared to pay a premium? And when you've made that decision, it will probably make up your mind for you whether you're going down the new route or the second-hand route. Going down the new route, you get the whole Rolex experience, going into the nice Rolex boutique, sitting down with the knowledgeable people at Rolex and really getting treated like a king while you're buying a Rolex. It's a great overall experience for buying new, but like I say, for the stainless steel sports models, if that's what you want, you're probably going to struggle to get them new, so you may need to look at the second-hand market. We will explain later in the video where you're going to buy these Rolexes from on the second-hand market and where you're not going to buy them from. We will get into that a little bit later on. So now I want to talk to you about where not to buy a Rolex from. I wouldn't recommend buying a Rolex from eBay in the form of winning an auction and receiving it through the post. If you wanted to buy a second-hand Rolex from eBay, if it's a good price or a great watch that you can't find anywhere else, then I would advise you to go and visit that person who has sold you the Rolex before any money changes hands, and go with them with the watch to a jeweler who knows Rolexes, who can authenticate that Rolex for you to ensure it's not fake. I would then go with the person and the watch to a bank and do an electronic transfer. Don't be winning an eBay auction and turning up somewhere with a bag full of cash. I've heard horror stories in the past of somebody selling a Rolex that doesn't even exist, asking you to come and collect it in person with cash on collection. Of course, as soon as you get there, there's some guys in balaclavas waiting for you. So I'd hate for that to happen to you. So please, 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 if you're buying off eBay, make sure you don't go there with any cash. You go and meet the person, you take it to a jeweller's. Once you've agreed that the Rolex is genuine, you then go do an electronic transfer. When the person's confirmed, the money is in the account, you then pass the Rolex over, and hopefully everything will be great with that transaction. So that's just one thing to look out for when buying off eBay. Other places I wouldn't buy from is some backstreet jeweller that has got like one Rolex in stock. If anything goes wrong with the Rolex, or if I don't know, it could turn out to be fake, or if there's anything wrong with it whatsoever, you need to be able to take these watches back to a reputable dealer who can afford to either put the Rolex right or take a hit if they've actually sold you a fake Rolex. So you need to be working with reputable jewelers when you're dealing with Rolex. Now, other sites I wouldn't buy from is sites the same as Amazon and Gumtree, but they're exactly the same as eBay. What's said for eBay, as long as you apply that to anywhere you're buying online, unless it's a very reputable online dealer, then you should be safe. So now we get into where you should buy your Rolexes from. I would absolutely recommend watchfinder.co.uk. They're a UK-based online second-hand watch retailer. I've bought a lot of watches from them. Yes, the prices are slightly on the high side, but I believe that the service you get with them and the peace of mind that if anything goes wrong, that you can send it back to them and everything will be sorted out. It's sometimes worth paying a little bit of a premium when you're dealing with this sort of luxury commodity. When you're dealing with Rolex watches, it's good to just have that peace of mind that if anything goes wrong, you can take it back to them. When you buy the watch from Watchfinder, they actually offer 12 months interest-free credit, which is always good. They actually service the watches before they come to you, so that's good as well, knowing that you've bought a second-hand watch that's just been fully serviced. I'm not sure if they actually send them back to Rolex for servicing, or they service them themselves. I know Watchfinder have got a great service department, so I imagine that they are accredited Rolex service partners, so they will probably service them themselves. But it's good to know that the watch has been serviced and you know you're getting a genuine watch. That is the main thing when you're buying second hand. You've got to be sure that these watches are genuine, and buying from a reputable company such as Watchfinder means that you know you are getting a genuine watch with a genuine service, and it is everything it says it is. Yes, you're paying a slight premium, but in my view, that's worth it. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope it's been educational for you. If you could hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button, that will let you know every time we upload a new video. We upload a new video every week, every Saturday, covering all topics from the watch industry, from news to reviews, interviews, and guides just like this one. So I hope it's helped you out. My name's Lee Scott, founder of Vulcan Watch Straps. Thanks for watching today, and we hope to see you again next week.